Anyways, we're playing Fugitive Desires. These men look kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, look like they're about to kill me. Like the blue eyes, I don't know. The blue eyes is like he's looking into my soul.
Before I gotten arrested, I was at my friend's party and it was really boring. So I left early, my head was hurting, and then this occurred.
I turned to the corner and make a way out of the alley. What the? I stopped dead in my tracks. There's a woman on the ground. Miss, are you okay? Barely feeling functional myself, I run to the woman. She doesn't respond. I wonder if she was at the party too? Maybe she drank too much. Hey, are you okay? I kneel down at her side. I overcome with shock and nausea, and I notice what's wrong. Oh. A stream of blood trickles from her mouth. Her eyes are frozen open in shock, and her stomach is a large knife. Her clothes are drenched in blood, body surrounded by a puddle. Oh. I have to call the cops. Or an ambulance or something. It's no use. The gruesome scene makes me feel even sicker than before. As I pulled out my phone, I feel my cautiousness slipping away. Hey, wake up! Huh? That shot wakes me up and I slowly open my eyes. Everything's a blur. Sorry, guys. Where am I? The cop is standing over me, bracketing my face. Yo there, wake up, but don't move! Wake up! He made a gun at my face. Whoa! I suddenly jump awake, fully alert. I said don't move! Whoa, I'm sorry, officer. Please don't shoot. What's going on? Where am I? I ask the questions here. Put the weapon down and nobody gets hurt. Huh? Weapon? I look down at my hands. My mouth drops shock when I see what's in my hand. It's a knife. It was launched at the woman's stomach. It's fancy cussing. Oh, you're a murderer? I don't own any knives. I started to stab people with them. I looked over. I see the woman still lying on the ground. Only the knife that was in her stomach is now in my hand. What is going on? This isn't mine. I flung the knife at the officer's feet. I didn't stab her. I found her lying there. And I was going to call the cops in. Enough. You can make your excuses down at the station. You are under arrest. I'm going to ask you again. Did you murder Miss Nancy York? No, for the last time, I did not. Please believe me. I was set up. Another younger, somewhat handsome officer is also present. I wonder if he'll be nice to me. Liar! The weapon was found right in your hands. He slams his fist on the desk, causing me to jump. Yikes, guess not? That's enough, Ivriel. Calm down. Don't worry, we have the evidence we need. But she's obviously lying. If she would just confess, we could get this over with. It's late and I want to go home. But what evidence? I was framed. I can prove it to you. How? We found the knife right in your hand with fingerprints all over it. We have pictures from the crime scene to prove it. Look! I hold out my hand. My hands are clean. So are my clothes. The victim was covered in blood. If I was the killer, wouldn't I be covered in blood too? Officers glance over at each other. The young one area officer keys smirk. She thinks we didn't find it. Should I bring it out? Bring what out? Officer Rico brings a plastic bag marked as evidence. From the bag he pulls a bloody plastic sheet. What is that? Don't play stupid! You thought we wouldn't find this in the trash can? The plastic raincoat that the murderer wore during the incident. You use this to keep your clothes clean. Then he tossed in a nearby trash can. What? No, that isn't mine. Wait, I know. I have more evidence. Please, just hear me out. I want to see. I don't know. I actually don't know what to do, guys. I feel like Lana is a part of this, so I'm gonna show them my purse. Or should I call her and see what she says? Okay, I'm gonna pick the horrible thing. I was at a party tonight. I was with my friend Lana. You can call her and ask her. At what time did you leave the party? Around 9. I left early because I had work tomorrow. Really scoffs. Well, I guess you better call the sick. I guess you better call. I bet you better call in sick for a while because that's not a solid alibi. Why not? The murder occurred at approximately 9:12 p.m. Unless your friend Lana can physically prove you were in her the exact time, I'm afraid you don't have case. Oh no, he's right. If I were guilty, I could have committed murder on my way home. I was feeling so sick. I was walking slowly. I wasn't even paying attention at the time. Suddenly, a female officer comes in. Here you go, Officer Recount. The documents you requested. Thank you, Assistant Shipper. I review these immediately. She handed him a folder marked She doesn't look much like a killer. She stares for a few seconds before slipping in her ear. Damn, looking good, killer. Busy tonight? He gives his assistant a luxurious grin. Oh, screw off, Avriel. She gives him the finger and slams the door behind her. Officer Rico looks at them and shakes his head. In any case, before we move forward with this investigation, we have some more evidence to evaluate. He comes over and cuffs me to the chair. Hey, wait! I'm afraid you'll have to stay here until we're done. Done? When will that be? When you see us walk back through the door, of course. He replies snarkily. With that, they both walk out the door. I hear a lock behind them. Oh, I hate that guy already. Come on, somebody let me out. I'm innocent. I'll prove it. I stop shouting, realizing it won't get me anywhere. I have to think of a way out of this, but no matter what evidence I think of, it seems the killer was already one step ahead. I wait in silence for what it seems like an eternity. Finally, I hear the doorknob jiggling. They're back. The door keeps jiggling. It sounds like the lock is stuck. Are they having trouble getting in? The jiggling becomes more violent. I don't hear the officers' voices. Wait, someone's trying to break in? Suddenly, the door busts open. A handsome officer steps into the room. At least, I think he's an officer. Miss Snug. Yes, sir, that's me. I straighten up, suddenly nervous. Part of me is frightened, but another part can't help but admire how incredibly good looking he. Bro, you're literally going to jail. He scoffs and rolls his eyes. Cut the sir crap, it makes me feel old. You're coming with me. Oh, not another interrogation. Where's Officer Recall and his jerk of a partner? They said they'd be back when they were done evaluating some evidence. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. They're already gone for the day. What? You mean they just left me here? So who are you then? Are you taking over for them? No, not my thing. Anyways, you're free to go. But you have to come with me now. Huh? Are you serious? But on what basis? Did they find more evidence? He shrugs nonchalantly. It taps his wrist. Something fishy about this guy. I look at the door again. I see a wire combination choking from out the keyhole. Wait a minute. If he's a cop, why does he have the key? Is he trying to break me out? Listen, we don't have all day. Do you want me to leave you here? I just pictured all the terrible. Oh no, of course not. Ow! I immediately jump up, forgetting about the cuff on my wrist. Oh, He sighs heavily and rolls his eyes. Seriously, they went that far? What, do you think you're some kind of murderer or something? As a matter of fact, well, I don't buy it. Come on. He'll get you out of here. He approaches me on the chair and pulls something from his pocket. It's another wire cutter. Oh, what is this for? What do you think? Without another word, he pulls me towards him. He straddles me and sits on my lap. What are you doing, pervert? He pushes the palm of his hand against my mouth. Shh. He wants us to get both killed. He brings his face close to mine. His hand all over my mouth prevents me from making a sound. He speaks softly but certainly. Listen, I'm gonna remove my hand. But you better promise me you'll be quiet as I... Ooh, okay. I'll leave you here with this lockpick and make it look like you tried to break free. Do you really want to make things worse than they already are? Nervously, I shake my head. So you understand? Will you do what I tell you? I slowly nod. He carefully removes my hand. Good. Now hold still. He takes my cuff's hand and begins to work with the wire. My face is burning, wet, dripping with sweat. The weight of his body on my lap is heavy and warm. I should be freaking out. I just want to get out of here. You're almost free. Hey! I shut my mouth as he glares in warning. Did he just read my mind? That's embarrassing. After another minute, the cuff breaks apart. Yes, I still got it. The maid proudly then looks at me in the eyes. Good girl. You listen well. He pats my head and rises from my lap. Now run. Wait, what are you doing? He really grabs my wrist, dragging me along. What if someone catches us? They won't. I know all their schedules. The head officer. Bro, this game! What about the receptionists, janitor, the other officers? Plenty of people who could see us. Let's just say I took care of them. Every single person here. Did he kill them? Like, what do you mean by that? I guess it's shock. Relax, sir, just asleep. No, I think you killed them. Let's be honest. You're probably the one who framed me and you got guilty, so you let me free. That's probably what's going on right now. Anyone with a disability or drink coffee should be asleep by now. You're probably the one who poisoned me and let me outside. Let's be real. Sleepy pills and coffee. I'm sorry, sir, but who exactly are you? He smirks. Oh, so now you're interested in me. I was wondering when you would ask. My name is Luke Pryor. Detective Luke Pryor. I'm the head detective of the Middletown City Police Bureau. A detective? Yes, and you're under arrest again. Bruh! How did I get arrested 2 times? That's crazy. That's crazy.